Hello everyone, so today I'll be showing you guys the weirdest, most bizarre vehicles Rockstar has added into GTA Online. These aren't necessarily bad vehicles, but it's just vehicles that no one really asked for, the community wasn't bugging about, and Rockstar just decided to add them just because they can. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first bizarre car is the Rebel. Now the Rebel a lot of people might like, and honestly I like it too, but it's just a car that no one was really asking for. You got much more people asking for a CTSV wagon or an Audi RS6 Avant over the M3 wagon, which never actually officially released. BMW only made an M3 wagon, and they kept it for themselves. So Rockstar adding an M3 wagon is kind of just weird. Once again, I think much more people, I know even myself, I would have preferred a CTSV wagon over this Audi RS6 Avant wagon. But we got this. I mean, I guess it's cool. The customization is really good, which is a good thing. If they would have added this with no customization, I would have been mad, because there's obviously a lot of potential with an M3 wagon. I mean, you could really make any type of build you want with this, and the customizations definitely allow for that. It's unfortunate that for its class, it's not really that great. It handles pretty stiff and the speed is okay, but the customization, the looks definitely make up for both of those things. And it does sound pretty good too. This is also one of the vehicles in GTA 5 that look just like the real life counterpart. The back could definitely use some work, but the front is pretty good. Rockstar definitely was very bold on this vehicle, just straight up copy and pasting it from real life. But I mean, I'm okay with it because, you know, the closer they look to the real life counterparts, the better. Now, a lot of people might be asking, why is this a weird car? Because, I mean, it was made in real life. Why not put it in GTA 5? Well, like I said before, BMW only made one M3 wagon, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And they kept it for themselves. They didn't sell it to anyone. They didn't sell it for no charity. They just kept it for themselves as like a one-off piece, which makes it all the more weird that an M3 wagon was added into GTA, but it's cool. I like it. The customization is great. The car looks great, but once again, rather would have got a CTSV wagon, a Audi RS6 Avant especially, but this car is definitely not bad, and for the price, even better. The next vehicle is the Voltic. Now, a lot of you might be saying, why is this a weird vehicle? It's just an electric Lotus Elise. Well, let me inform you that this was the original Tesla Roadster before Tesla came out saying that they're making the Roadster, and they said that about 4 years ago. It's still not being made. People have their pre-orders in, they haven't received them, but we're not going to talk about that right now. I just think it's so weird that even in 2013, this was when Tesla was not a big brand at all. Tesla was just an up-and-coming EV brand. They didn't have a lot of presence in the automotive industry. So I find it very weird that Rockstar decided to add the Tesla Roadster, which not a lot of people, like, no one wanted this. Like, it's cool that we have it, but even now, I don't want this. I'd rather have the newer Tesla Roadster, which isn't out yet, but we know how it looks, and Rockstar has released concept vehicles before. So it wouldn't be that weird if they released a new one, but to release the old one and in 2013 as part of base kit GTA 5 is very odd to me. Being a car that was released in 2013, the customization is not great and the performance is not great, but I just think the novelty of driving a Tesla Roadster, a first generation Tesla Roadster, is very cool, because the original story of the Roadster, them basically just making a Lotus Elise electric and making that into GTA Online, is just so bizarre to me. And I wonder what was going through Rockstar's minds when they added this. In 2013, car culture was not extremely strong in GTA 5. Sure, there were car enthusiasts that played and made their cars look like the real life cars, but it wasn't a lot of people. Car culture in GTA 5 now is definitely much more stronger, has a much stronger presence. That's why we have the Charger, the Challenger. We have all the enthusiast cars that you could want in the game. But in 2013, that presence just wasn't there. You got what you got, and we got this, which was very odd at the time. Still very odd today. I really wonder why Rockstar added this, but we have it now. And overall, it's not a great car, but just to have it in the collection is pretty cool. And all that is to say, even though it's worth $100,000, I wouldn't buy it, just because it takes up storage that you can use for another car. The next vehicle is the Weevil Custom. Now, this was bizarre because we already had a Weevil from KO Perico before this that you can make into an off-road Weevil. So adding an even more off-roadier Weevil to the game was just kind of weird. No one was asking for a more extreme Weevil, a more extreme customizing experience for the Weevil. I think most people who got the Weevil were pretty satisfied with their purchase, and they liked the customization overall, because that did have a lot of customization, which this car has too. It has a ton of customization, but unfortunately most of it is from the original Weevil and from reused off-road cars. Not a lot of it is original, and it's pretty unfortunate that this vehicle is locked to a pretty low ride height, because if you wanted an off-road Weevil, you would want it to go as high as possible, and this car just doesn't allow for that. It's pretty low at the stock ride height. You cannot make it any higher, unfortunately. The clip you're seeing right now is its stock ride height. I mean, that's the highest it goes, and it's really unfortunate, because if you wanted to make an extreme off-road Weevil, like I said, you'd want to go all the way. Not this sort of half-hearted attempt at a Weevil that doesn't have a lot of ground clearance. I mean, it's just odd. However, this car is pretty cool for some drag builds. I've seen some drag builds on this car. They are pretty dope. It's unfortunate that this car is not very great in terms of performance. Sure, it is very fast in a straight line, but the handling is not that great. The off-road traction is not that great. This thing is really only good for drag racing, and that's it, which is unfortunate because, like I said, it has a lot of off-road customizations. And it's honestly just sad to see because this car had so much potential, and Rockstar, unfortunately, just never gave it to us. If you like crazy-looking drag builds, I would buy this, but don't expect anything else. The next car is the Slam Truck. Let me go... Oh, hold on one moment. I didn't think it would scrape there. I mean, this car is pretty... Okay, hold on. This car is pretty low, but I can't seem to get it on the back of the truck here. Hold on, let me try a different way. I'll just reverse real quick, see if that helps with it. And okay, yep, it seemed to have helped. Now let's get it all lined up. Let's just make sure it doesn't fall off the truck here and fall off the side, because that would be really embarrassing while I'm trying to tow this vehicle and bring it back to whatever destination I'm trying to go. All right, so looks like we're all set. Now let me just get in the truck, and we'll be right on our way. We'll tow this car to whatever destination we are going to, and it will make it there in one piece. The Slam Truck is most definitely an oddball. I mean, for a towing truck that was advertised as being able to have vehicles on the back, the vehicles just slip off so easily. I mean, the addition to it, if it worked, was already bizarre, but to make it not work is even more bizarre. Like, who would buy a tow truck in the first place and then use the tow truck to tow a car, but it can't tow cars? Especially for the price, this thing not working makes me really mad, because once again, this is something that had a lot of potential. A lot of people could have used it, and it's just so unfortunate that Rockstar gives us these cool vehicles and doesn't allow us to actually do anything fun with them. We also saw this with the addition of the Bombushka to the Smuggler's Run DLC, which cannot have any mods attached to it. You cannot upgrade the engine handling or nothing, because the doors won't work if you do it. The only way you can make the Bombushka doors work is to not have any mods on it, and this thing, you could add mods, but it just doesn't work. It is just so extremely bizarre. Do not waste your money on this vehicle, please. Even if you like how it looks, just don't. On to the last bizarre vehicle, which is the Faggio Sport. I mean, this thing is the most bizarre vehicle Rockstar has ever added, ever, in any of their titles, ever. This thing is just weird and bizarre. No one asked for an electric scooter, and they have the audacity to charge us like $50,000 for this thing. I mean, the Faggio mod is worth more, and like, this is the electric Faggio. The Faggio mod has more customization, it just has more appeal, really, because it looks stupid. This thing looks stupid, but it's just stupid to drive. It's stupid to own. Like, who owns this? It's just dumb. I can't believe Rockstar actually dedicated resources to the Faggio Sport and actually put it in the game. I mean, I guess for certain role plays, if you're a mall cop or something, it could be cool, but like, just use the regular Faggio at that point. Like, I don't know. This thing is just weird. No one was asking for an electric Faggio. No one wanted an electric Faggio. I only bought it for the video. After the video, I got rid of it because I don't need it. It's just pointless. It takes up space, and it's kind of stupid to own, sure. It doesn't even have like any appeals. It's just weird. Like, I don't know who would own this. Once again, I only bought it for the video. If you're thinking about buying this, don't. It's stupid. Just buy the Faggio mod. You'll be better off with that. You'll be more satisfied with the customization. This thing is dumb. Don't buy it. And that is it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed these bizarre vehicles. Hopefully you buy some of them and drive them, except for the Faggio Sport. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Have a good day. So